Hey guys, it's Holly. So today I have an actual Hogwarts MOC update for you all. Now, with the recent kind of reveal of the 2021 Harry Potter minifigure pack, what it's going to be actually called, I have no idea. But just the fact that it wasn't a Quidditch pack really got me planning. Now, something I've wanted to do for a really long time is have a full set of Quidditch players for each team. And I was really hoping that with the Quidditch pack, I'd be able to do that. But unfortunately, I haven't. So before, I've ended up buying like a ton of Gryffindor and Slytherin students to begin with, and now I'm gonna have to buy 7 books of the Cedric Diggory kind of Let's Play Quidditch book in order to get a Hufflepuff team, but I do plan on doing that and really expanding it. But I guess with the announcement of that pack not being a Quidditch pack, it's really kind of kicked into gear. All right, well, if I can't do that, like, let's get this done. So I ended up working on my Quidditch pitch because in my little display, I really only had the 4 towers and the hoops, and it did look pretty bare, and I've seen some amazing mocks of Quidditch pitches before, so I mostly used that as inspiration, kind of adjusted it. I kind of looked at the picture because I really liked the scale of this one in particular. I thought it was amazing, but I'm gonna have to try and work around it because I don't want mine to be too long, as I'd still like it to fit on that shelf if possible. If not, maybe I'll move a few things out of that shelf and just make the Quidditch pitch take up even more space. But before I show you that, I thought I would kind of give you an update on how my teams are doing. So currently I have 4 Gryffindor students and I have 5 Slytherin students, and there's only one new addition, which is this guy back here, which is reusing the Draco Malfoy face from the original kind of student pack. Then he uses a dark brown kind of Professor Snape hair. Honestly, he kind of looks like Regulus Black, and that was a complete accident. Where technically he's not Regulus Black, because I'm trying to make everyone kind of as they would be in the first 2 movies, which is why Harry still has short legs. I'm planning on ordering some more Gryffindor torsos. I think I'll need 3 more of them. I'll try and get all of them to be Oliver Wood so that I have the correct legs, although it doesn't matter too much in this case because I am going to make 2 of them Fred and George. In that case, I'm going to need short legs because that's kind of where they would be height-wise at if this was accurate. So I've already got them, which I ordered off Bricks and Pieces ages ago. And then I also did a Bricklink order and got 2 versions of their heads so that I could have them in like regular uniform and Quidditch uniform. And then I'm also going to need to do Angelina Johnson, which I haven't got a head for her yet, but I'm kind of thinking that I might reuse the Cho hair piece because I've just got tons of them left over from all of the student packs as well. In terms of Slytherin students, I'm just probably going to make a bunch of random students, unless any of my channel members who have the perk where I'll make a student out of you want to claim a Slytherin student, then please let me know in the comments of the community post. Otherwise, I'm just going to make them random students. And speaking of my members minifigures, I do want to show you guys them as well because they are going to currently like populate all of my mocks and things like that. Not everyone is done, so I'll show you who's kind of in the process, and then we'll take a look at the big mock. But also you can kind of see that the Ravenclaw Tower and the Gryffindor Tower currently aren't in place of the mock, and that is purely because I just don't know where I'm going to put them, but also I don't have the pieces in order to do what I need to do, which is a common theme on this channel. So currently out of my members students, we have 3 who are currently kind of under construction because either I haven't ordered the pieces or I'm just waiting on Bricklink orders, and they are Jolly, Michael, and Comet. Now, Comet is going to take me a while because I'm going to have tons of the Cedric Diggory hairpiece left over from like the 7 books I'm going to buy, which is his hairpiece. So I'm currently waiting on that to complete Comet. Michael's face I've currently ordered, and Jolly I'm trying to find a new face for because the face he had originally was a yellow one, which I want to try and make everyone kind of blend in with the Hogwarts students I've got so far. So I asked for a flesh one. However, the flesh one that he wanted was Alfred's face, which isn't on sale in Australia, but Jolly recently has a new sig fig, so I'm gonna see if I can find something that looks very similar to that in order to make him, which is why I've also given him that hairpiece, which I personally think is very similar to that sig fig version, but they are all the ones under construction currently, and the rest of them who are complete are currently sitting in the Quidditch pitch, so let's have a look at it. So here is the Quidditch pitch and the rest of my members, including Kai, Bellatrix, Asian, and Lego Superhero, and overall, it's not much, as you'd probably expect a Quidditch pitch not really to be. So based on kind of this image, I really wanted to create stands, and I loved the scale that this was in because I really want to try and, if possible, stick this to 1 base plate. So without kind of knowing it, I ended up doing the exact same kind of size and scale. I think it might slightly be a bit different when it gets to the top where the minifigures sit. Otherwise, it's mostly exactly the same and uses a lot of what the set already gave us without kind of modifying too much. So to start off with, we have the Quidditch towers, and they look pretty pretty much exactly the same as they are in the set, and that is because pretty much they are. The only thing that I've actually adjusted in them is adding one more brick at the bottom just to make them stand that tiny bit taller next to kind of the rest of the students' kind of audience area, auditorium thing. And then next to them, I have the corresponding house stand. So the color scheme then continues on with the checkered pattern from that building. And these are all 8 studs long and 6 studs wide. Now inside, there's a lot of cutting corners because I've used a bunch of 1x2s, some cases 1x4s. So then I've really had to just stack it up with whatever color I had so that from the front, it looks all neat. But also from the back, you can't really tell that anything's going on here, which is what I really wanted to achieve with this. Now, Hufflepuff is the only one that I actually had all of the colors and bricks to be able to do. I'm really gonna have to order some more of these, which luckily there aren't too many, and it's really easy for me to tell what bricks I need. So it should be pretty easy for me to order these and actually get this part of the mock done pretty quickly, which I'm very excited for. But here we have the little stand. Now these stands are just something we've never gotten out of any of the Quidditch sets. You usually just get a tower, or in most cases the set just has one tower, but luckily we got one of each house in that Quidditch set last time, which was one of my favorite parts about the set. So I really wanted to create something where more students could come and watch and cheer on, because like even Hagrid was standing down in these stands in the movie. So I loved this look of this mock, and I've seen it before, and it's really inspired me to actually get on and do something with my Quidditch pitch and just make it a bit more lively. And I love the fact that all of these students can sit there. In fact, you could probably even fit 3 of them on that back row, which is actually just stood up using this kind of bench thing. And then as you can see, like these figures are just standing like basically on the thing. I guess you could kind of sit down, but I found it's all right if they stand up, like you can still see the figures behind it. So if I turn this entire thing around, you can see where that ends being right there. So I did add some green 1x2s to the bottom just to make it look a bit more clean, so that we've got a bit of greenery. I chucked some things there. You can really see all of my cutting corners right here, which I will clean that up once I get a few more bricks. But we still have the play function so that you can have a keeper kind of flying around defending all of the goals. I didn't want to take that out because I thought it would just be awesome to have some figures flying. I don't really have too many of these pieces though, so I can't really make it an alive Quidditch pitch like the inspiration, but that is something I would love to do. And then at the front, I have put some white plates now just to kind of make it have those little markings. Ideally, they would all be tiles. Currently, I don't have enough tiles to do that. So just as kind of a starting point to see how many I'd need, I chuck down all of these plates, and then just temporary, I have my little chest with all of the Quidditch balls, which is using the ones from the 2010 set, that being that kind of those Technic pieces. So we have our 2 bludgers and a quaffle, and then I do want to get some more of those carrot sticks that I used in like my little mock Hogwarts set that I have with Marcus Flint as the beta stick. So I want to get 3 more of these. I think I might have 2 actually, so maybe I just need 2 more so that all of the beaters have these. And I just love it because it looks like he's actually playing Quidditch. I mean, it would be better if he didn't fall over. And ideally, I would just love to be able to pose all of the figures. Like, that's not something I really do typically in my Hogwarts mock. A lot of the times these figures go into frames, but I feel like with an entire team of 7 players, that's something I don't really need to do. I could definitely put 2 of them in here kind of fighting each other. I could get like Hufflepuff versus Slytherin and then just keep the Gryffindor ones in a frame. I feel like that would be a lot neater. That way it's like it's not taking up too much room in my frame, but also the scene looks full and lively, which is something I feel like Quidditch you really want to try and do. So currently my plan for the rest of this mock is either put the 2 towers and 2 sets of like student things on this side of the base plate, so that if I have it sitting like this, you have the 2 towers, you have the bunch of students, and you can kind of look along and create kind of a scene of Quidditch as if that team's about to score. I feel like that could be really good, and it should fit in my bookshelf. That's ideally what I would want to do. Otherwise, I feel like the other plan is get a second base plate and then make it quite long, just like that mock inspiration kind of photo. But then I feel like I'm copying it a bit too much, so I do really want to try and do it this way, but then the pitch could be quite narrow, so I guess I'll just kind of have to play around with it. But definitely the next thing I want to do is buy the figures and make sure I complete my team since that set has retired now, and those figures could start to go up pretty soon, so I want to make sure I get enough for Slytherin and Gryffindor while I can. Then the book for Quidditch and with Cedric and it should come out on the 1st of June, so I will buy a few of them. I'll probably buy them across a period of time so that I'm not buying just 7 of the book at once, since that's going to be like $90 if I did that. So I'll probably just buy like maybe 4 to begin with and then buy 3 in a couple of months time, so that I've got an entire Hufflepuff team as well. Ravenclaw, I'm gonna sit and hold out because I could go and buy a bunch of those figures off Bricklink, but those Hufflepuff figures from Diagon Alley are like $10 each and they're all overseas, so I don't necessarily really want to jump on that just yet. I feel like I might sit and wait, see if anything happens, see if we do get a Quidditch pack, because at least then I could buy 7 of them and then sell off the other 3 figures in each pack, try and make some of that money back. But that's my plan. Then it's to get a bunch of colored bricks, or even just go and buy some of those classic sets from like a Target or something. I feel like that could be a cheaper way to get red and green and even blue bricks specifically. Luckily, yellow's all done, but those 3 other colors, I know those sets exist. I mean, I don't know about red, but I know green and blue definitely exist. So that could be a cheaper option. Otherwise, I'll work out the bricks I need, place a Bricklink order, but I feel like that could be put on the back bench until the end of June after I've bought all of the new sets, because there are a few student robes that I kind of want to switch around. I want to modify the roofs of the new sets as well, which will be done in kind of a future mock update. I've already started buying a lot of the pieces. So let me know what you guys think of the Quidditch pitch so far, and as always, if you have any suggestions for anything I could add or I could do, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel down below. The Harry Potter sets hopefully should be arriving very, very, very soon, so stay tuned for the 2021 reviews. And until next time guys, I'll see you later.